For a successful Tier 4 visa application, the applicant is required to provide a number of original documents. These documents include a CAS statement that has been issued from Swansea University. Remember, you will need a new CAS number and statement for each visa application. Check your personal and course-related details on the CAS statement. Make sure these are correct and up to date. If any information is wrong, contact the admissions office or academic registry for a correction or update. You may also need to provide previous academic qualifications which you used to gain an unconditional offer from Swansea University. These may include your previous degree or diploma certificates, transcripts, and a certificate to prove your English language ability. Check your CAS and provide all the qualifications listed on your CAS. Make sure that you submit original certificates, and these must also be either in the English language or translated to the English language. If you are submitting a translation, make sure it meets the UKBA Tier 4 policy guidance. This states that a translated document must have the credentials of the translator, the translator's contact details, the date of the translation, the signature of the translator, and a statement from the translator confirming that it is an accurate translation of the original document. Translations will not be accepted if any of the above information is missing and may lead to a refusal of your visa application. You will also need evidence to prove that you have access to sufficient funds to pay your course fees and to cover you for living expenses. Acceptable evidence includes you or your parents' bank statement. The bank statements must be original and must show the following: the bank's name and logo, your name, the date of the statement, the account number, the account balance for the last 28 days. The minimum balance in the last 28 days must be above the amount that you need to score 10 points. See our video on how much money for a Tier 4 visa to find out how much money you must show. Bank statements printed by yourself from an online account are acceptable. However, these must meet all the conditions mentioned in the earlier slide and must also be stamped by your bank. You must submit a recent bank statement. It must not be more than 1 month old at the time of submitting your visa application. If you are submitting your parent or guardian's bank statement, then you must also submit your original birth certificate and a letter from your parent or guardian confirming their relationship to you, and a statement confirming funds are available to you for your studies and living in the UK. If you are using a bank statement from a bank outside the UK, you must check Appendix P on the UKBA webpage to verify whether there is a list of acceptable banks from your country. If there is a list for your country, you can only submit a statement from a bank that is mentioned on the list of acceptable banks. If you are sponsored by an official sponsor, such as your government, the British Council, an international organisation or company, or your university, then you can submit an original official sponsor letter that confirms that the sponsor will fully cover your course fees and living expenses in the UK. Other acceptable financial documents include a letter from a bank or regulated financial institute, or proof of a bank loan from a government. Rules regarding financial requirements and acceptable documents keep on changing. Therefore, we advise you to check the latest guidance on the UKBA Home Office web pages before submitting your application. You will also need 2 recent photographs that meet the UKBA photo guidance. You must also submit your valid current passport and any previous passports. Also submit your biometric residence permit, BRP, if you have one. Depending upon your circumstances, you may also have to submit a police registration certificate, an IELTS certificate. Check your CAS to see whether you need to submit this. An ATAS certificate. This will be mentioned on your CAS. If it is required, you must submit an ATAS certificate. This video guide provides general information on what documents are required for a Tier 4 visa. For detailed and more specific information, we advise you to visit the UKBA, UKISA or ISAS website. If you are still not sure about the documents that you must submit, you can contact us at isas@swansea.ac.uk. For students applying from within the UK, we will check and submit your application on your behalf.